This is one example of culturally appropriate ritual session with lighting, which is very common in Nepal. Every day, people worship with lighting, which makes peace, calm, relief, and grounded. For every session, open and closing ritual is very important and powerful. Girls and women were feeling empowered with activities and they were feeling connected, confident, trusting, supportive, bonded, safe, and comfortable. These are some examples of self-regulation activity. Find work is not the main priority. The main thing is their trauma healing process. During the session, the girls and women make the story clothes and dolls and also do role playing. Here is a case study. Her mother had a second marriage after her and her older sister were born. She had a stepbrother from her stepfather. She saw her older sister was more cared for by her stepfather. He would sleep in the same room as her older sister while her mother, herself, and her stepbrother would sleep in another room. She felt jealous because her stepfather would beat her, but not her sister. She realized later that her sister was being abused by him. She felt unsafe in the house as her mother would mostly be away for the work while her stepfather continued to abuse them. During the session, she shared this story openly for the first time and expressed feeling relief. She realized that what happened was wrong and there is a power in saying no. She said, "Today, I think I will get some sleep." Finally, in 2022, we have success to legally register Sajha Dhago in Nepal. And this year, together with Women Rights Grant, we are to work in 6 different new circles with teenage girls, women, and LGBTI community. Thank you.
Hi, I am Urmila. I have completed Common Thread as a participant last year. It was very much supportive from all aspects, such as personality development and skill development. It helps me a lot during the pandemic as well, because it helps in reduce the stress and keeping me confident and strong in that duration as well. Now my performance is far better than before because a common thread session was support to develop a clear vision within me. So it's very important. It's very supportive session that I have ever taken. Thank you.
I have made this story of cloth based on my life experiences as well as my sorrows. I felt I was able to subside my pain through this cloth. This is the cloth I made during Sajha Dhago program. My parents arranged a marriage for me just 1 month after I completed 15 years. I just turned 16 when I got married. The night of the wedding was a dark night for me. After marriage, when time passed, due to various incidents that took place in my life, I experienced many near death experiences. In an attempt to commit suicide, I went to an unknown jungle. I didn't even know the name of this jungle. Just when I had decided to end my life there, I saw a small mushroom struggling to grow inside the jungle. I realized that even this small mushroom is doing so much struggle to live, to be alive. I also should to struggle to live, and I should decide not to give up and live and struggle to live. I feel really hurt because of this. I have faced many obstacles and tackled them, and there was a situation in my life where was able to experience life and death. In all these sorrows, I had one recourse, my God. When I had decided to end my life, she gave me the strength to carry on. I have represented God in the story of cloth as well. I wanted to represent Goddess Mahadurga here. I believe and respect in God as she had helped me win in any situation. I have released my stress and I feel that I'm there for myself. I realize that I must live for myself. I have a strong weapon with me that is my heart. I love my heart. I want to spread my heart everywhere. I want to love my heart.
So first, I'd like to ask Jamuna my question, which is about how women and girls find the healing circles. How do they come to you? How do they find out about Sajha Dhago?
Thank you, Nani, for a question. I have been working in mental health and psychosocial support as a service provider for a long time now. In my professional and personal network of mental health and psychosocial workers in Nepal, I used to share about Sajha Dhago as a trauma healing intervention. They were very impressed by it. I used to share about my own self-regulation, like in behind, you can see my background, which I made. And my experience of leading circle as well on Facebook. That generated a lot of interest in my network. My friends and my colleagues who work with sexual and gender-based violence and human trafficking survivors were curious and wanted to explore this intervention. We received offer through Kumudini and Asa Nepal to lead circles so that girls and women in their network engaged with Sajha Dhago. We have continued to explore our network for expanding Sajha Dhago in Nepal. Thank you.
I'll ask one last question and then open it up for questions to the participants today. And so, Jamuna, I just wanted to ask you, how can Sajha Dhago be best supported? And you're doing this incredible work, and we have this group of folks who have joined us today. So, how can we best support you?
Sajha Dhago can be best supported through capacity building of active facilitator and train new facilitator for new circles, and regular supervision, technical support, strategic organization growth, and fundraising are other areas we need support with as we are a newly established local organization.
So any advice for somebody else who would like to start a group for women and girls, healing circle?
If you are planning to start any circle for the girls or women, it's important like the facilitator are trained on how to facilitate on the Sajha Dhago or common thread. And then another thing is like if we are taking, we need to also think about the group. If we are taking the homogeneous group or only the girls with the similar kind of issues they have, that would also work. And also we have also experience mixing the group, like girls and women mixing, those girls and women having like domestic violence. We have experience of bringing them together also. That was also very fruitful. It means like first, like if you have the group and then you have the trend facilitator, then of course you can move ahead. But first it's important that there is the trend facilitator, and for swing it's not about like very skillful, or it's not about like making a very art, it's just exploring or taking out whatever the individual is feeling. That's why no one need like very stitching skill or all these things. That's not needed. And might be when you are starting, when we are starting first, when we started in Nepal, I think Jamna will add more on this. Like in the beginning, like we might need, when we are training the facilitator, we might need a pool of like individuals who can teach some of the swing skills, like or swing techniques. That would be also very benefit, as we had done that in our initial stage of making the facilitator. I think in this way, anyone can start the group.
Part of the question is what will be happening in the coming year? So what's next?
And then our next future plan is in this year, 2022, we are planning to do new sex circles with the girls, again with the sexually exploited and sexual and gender-based violence and domestic violence, as well as we are going to add the LGBTI community.
Goodbye now.